Hey everybody, Carolina Gun Guy here. Today we're going to take a look at the Kel-Tec P17. Before I go any further, I want to let YouTube know that this does not violate any YouTube terms of service. It is not an instructional video on how to modify or manufacture a firearm. It's just for fun and for information. Let's get into it. So as a disclosure, yes, I have already opened this box and I've looked into it, but I've put it back how I received it so we can see how it looks. So as you open it, you notice you get the Kel-Tec case when you buy the P17. And you open it and you get a few stickers. There's a 1, 2, 3 there. You get this little paper that shows when the gun is manufactured, and I will come back to that later because I want to talk about that in just a minute. You get the safety and instruction manual. You have a trigger lock that comes with it, and you have a threaded barrel with the tools that you need to change the barrel. And then you have the gun itself, and it comes with 3 magazines. These magazines are very lightweight. I'll put one on the scale. You can see it shows 0.91 to 0.88 ounces. All 3 of them come out to 2.71 ounces. So they are under an ounce each magazine. If you're curious about how much the gun weighs, it has a little flag in it. But put that on there. It's just under 12 ounces. Just to give you a close-up of the magazines, they are all plastic. The only part that's metal on here is the spring. You can see that when they're loaded, this one is fully loaded with 16 rounds in it. There's not really a good indicator as to how many rounds are in it. You can see there's like one little window right there towards the top that shows you about 5 or 6 rounds, but there's nothing at the bottom on either side to really show you that it's a fully loaded magazine. Now we'll go over some of the features of the gun itself. I'll put an empty magazine in there so that I can open the slide a little bit, and you'll notice right off the bat that it has a fixed barrel like a lot of 22 LR pistols have, which gives it the potential for better accuracy. You'll also notice that it has this very open concept design back here, which will allow gases to escape from both sides when firing. This is a potential downside because I've seen some reviews that indicate that when using a suppressor, you have a tendency to get a good chunk of gas back in your face, but I don't think it's really a big issue, especially if you're wearing eye protection like you should be doing. The slide is just kind of a partial slide. It has steel on top and it's connected to this plastic housing in the back. The slide release is pretty small, but it does function perfectly. It has an ambi safety. I know safeties are... a lot of people don't like them, but it does have an ambi safety for those that like it. And for what it's worth, it disengages pretty easy with a quick flick, and it takes a little bit more pressure to actually engage it with your thumb. The magazine release is an ambi paddle style switch right here, and I honestly find it difficult to use my right thumb when I'm holding the gun as I normally would. I just can't quite reach it. I have to change my grip in order to kind of get a hold of it and push that little paddle down. I do find it much easier to use my right finger to engage the magazine release on the right side than I do using my right thumb on the left side of the gun. When I do use it, the magazine has dropped easily and flawlessly every single time. I haven't had an issue. I've probably dropped it a few dozen times so far, and it has a smooth drop every time, and that is one big plus to me. What remains to be seen is how it drops once it has a few hundred rounds through it and it gets a little bit of fouling up in there. The gun has a very clean look from the right side, but when you look at it from the left side, it gets more of a kind of an industrial look to it, as the 2 sides of the frame are held together with no less than 11 screws. I'm kind of trying to find them all here. There's a whole bunch of them all over this gun here. So if you do plan to disassemble the gun, you will need an Allen wrench to take care of all these different screws. Going back to the slide a little bit, it has a fiber optic front sight, which just out of the box looks like it might be a little off. It looks slightly canted to the right, so I'll have to try to adjust that. But the rear sight is just a notch, as you can see there. Let me get it. There we go, back in focus. And I'll try to line up the sight picture so you can see how it looks. There we go. Now, if it's possible for a gun to sound plasticky, this gun sounds very plasticky. You can hear it when you tap the grip. You can hear it when you drop the slide. You hear that little echo. So this gun does sound very plasticky. It looks plasticky. It feels plasticky. It feels like you're holding plastic, but it doesn't feel bad, actually. I typically don't like thin grips, and this one does have a thin grip, a single stack type grip. I don't feel like I'm able to get a good solid hold on the gun for most guns, but I like the way this one feels. A lot of people take shots at Kel-Tec for putting out cheapy guns, and while this is my first one, I like the overall feel of it, and I appreciate that it's a pretty lightweight gun since you don't need a lot of weight behind a 22 LR. Now, going back to that piece of paper with the manufacture date of June 2019, I have seen several reviews about this gun that mention how the early production runs in 2019 had a lot of issues with them. I ordered this gun from Kentucky Gun Company in November 2020, and I was not expecting to receive a gun manufactured almost 18 months earlier, so this is a little bit disconcerting to me. However, I'm not going to review a gun before I've shot it, so I'll wait until I can get it out to the range and put a few hundred rounds through it before I form a final opinion. For now, though, my hopes are high because I love cheap guns that run well, and I'm hoping this one hits the mark. If you have a P17, I'm curious to know what your experience has been with it. Please leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Otherwise, I'll revisit this little guy after I've had a chance to shoot it. Thanks for watching. God bless. Have a great day, guys.